Hello, everybody. Um, so, pretty apparent that I am very late today, as opposed to my normal uh, time going live, which is supposed to be at 4 p.m. Central Time. It's 5:47 Central Time right now. Um, and I honestly didn't think I was going to be going live today. Um, time came and went. I just kind of figured, oh, that's it. Um, but I figured I owed it to you guys, to whoever may be watching, um, either now or in the future, um, a an explanation at least. Um, Sorry, just a moment. I kind of just I didn't do my normal kind of pre-stream prep for this like I normally do, which usually involves getting a drink, turning my devices off or on silent, and mentally just preparing and getting ready to be on stream. Like I said, I it was kind of actually even a snap decision to decide to go live instead of skipping today again. So apologies while I do a couple things here live that I usually do before I appear on camera to you guys. Just posting to the Facebook page, which is the easiest way to keep up to date on anything I do. Um, uh, Sorry, trying to talk to you guys and be at least a little bit, maybe not entertaining, but at least engaging while I get this stuff done. Again, apologies if you're just joining in. I usually do all of this pre-stream so that I'm not doing exactly what I'm doing right now, doing it on stream and wasting your guys' time while I just sit here and do things. Um, the last couple days, like I'm not gonna say anything's happened because nothing has. There hasn't been like a there hasn't been like a singular thing that has happened. Nothing's like even happened to me. Couple things happening around me, I suppose, but and hey, maybe that affects things as well. But um, I don't know. The last couple weeks, um, I just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I've never understood how to explain it in words, because most of the time there aren't words. People want to, people concerned want to know, what's wrong. Did something happen? Why are you, are you okay? If not, why not? They're always. It's easier when there's an explanation for it, when there's something that happened, when there's a again, obviously a lot of people use this word now, but when there's a trigger, when something has happened to cause you to feel some way. And of course, sometimes that is absolutely the case. but more often than not, for at least myself, um, there usually isn't. Um, Most of the time, it kind of just creeps up. Sometimes I can feel it ahead of time. Just this, I don't know. Again, just this inkling, a sensation, not necessarily physical, but um, sometimes I can feel it coming on, and I can give a bit of a warning to my partner, to those around me. Um, and then sometimes again, it's out of the blue. It's completely nothing. A couple weeks ago, I could say what it was. I think I may have even told you guys. Again, nothing uh, happened in terms of like a, I don't know, like a tragedy or that. I don't exactly know what you would say. Nothing happened beyond a bout of insomnia for a couple days. But that, of course, affected my mental health as well. But I was able to kind of get a grasp of that within a couple days, and it corrected itself. Um, I think that was a couple weeks ago now, I think. Uh, Definitely feels like longer, I'll say that. Um, and the only reason I can specify a date is because it was the week that I missed a Saturday, because some friends were coming into town, so I went and visited them for the day. So whenever that was. This week, I can't really say. I there wasn't really anything. Because again, if you follow the channel, if you know the schedule, uh, normally I stream on Mondays at 6, Wednesdays at 4, and then Saturday at 6. Um, I can't even remember if I streamed this past Saturday. I think I may have. If I did, I don't remember what it was. I know I didn't stream this past Monday, which I talked about very briefly on the exceedingly short stream that I had yesterday, um, which was an attempted makeup stream for Monday. And then again today, I just kind of let time pass. Like I knew that 4 o'clock was coming up, and I just knew that that time was going to come and go, without me being in here streaming to you guys, to me. And yeah, like I said, I it was just kind of a snap, like me sitting here right now, me being alive was a snap decision of, I at least wanted to come on and, I don't know, I guess give an explanation, see if anybody would turn up to watch. I have no content planned. Like this is it. I'm not like getting this out of the way and then we're gonna get into some games or anything like that. So if you happen to be tuning in right now, or if you're watching this on Twitch at some point or on the YouTube channel, and you are looking forward to, if you're just trying to get past all of this mental health bullshit until I get to the fun games, then I would go ahead and say to skip this one for the day, because that isn't happening. I'm sorry to disappoint if it does. I'm sorry to anger you if it does, but I think if it angers you, then you have some deeper issues that you need to take care of. The disappointment, I understand, and that is completely fine, and I'm alright if you leave. But I'm going to say this again, but I realize I find myself saying this more and more often in the last couple weeks. As I've said from the beginning of this stream, not this one specifically, but my time streaming on Twitch, my time as a content creator on this platform and on YouTube, I am going to be very candid and open about my mental health and the issues surrounding it and the issues that spring forth because of it. I'm never going to hide or lie because of it. If I need to skip a day or take some time due to mental health, I will tell you that. I won't make up an excuse about being busy or having other obligations or, oh, sorry, yeah, cancel stream today, something came up. I will tell you guys, like, hey, no stream today, not feeling it. I don't always fulfill that promise, but I never intentionally hide it. Monday and today, prime examples. I usually get on the Facebook and I post a message saying, hey guys, sorry, mental health day, no stream. Sometimes I just don't, also because of the mental health. And I know it's such an easy thing, just getting on Facebook and posting a message. But sometimes that's too much as well. And I think part of that is because I feel if I do that, then that is, I don't know, I guess admitting defeat in for that day and disappointing people. And obviously I wish to avoid that as much as possible. And for some reason, I guess I just think that not saying anything is going to be better, which it never is. I've always said that communication is, open communication is best. And I try to stick to that, but I don't always succeed at upholding my own word. And for that as well, I do apologize. A brief explanation as to the title of this stream and of this video. Nothing to do with drugs or anything of that nature, if it can even be misconstrued that way. Honestly, I've already forgotten why. There was some. I think it was because I'm feeling like I'm in a hole that I just keep going down. And then I thought of the white rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. She followed that white rabbit down that hole. And I guess I just hoped that somebody like you guys would follow me down that hole. Not to drag you down with me. Not that I wish for you to feel the same way. It's not what I mean at all, but just to, I guess, have some company while I'm down here. Hasn't happened yet. It says that there's one viewer here, but I think usually somebody, maybe it's fake, I don't know, but I think someone, once I go live, usually probably pops me up on a tab and then mutes it, which is also fine. It helps with the numbers, and I still appreciate it. I'm really trying. I am really, really trying to push past this. Because this is what always happens. I get super into something for like a month, maybe two, maybe three at most. And then I fall out of interest. I don't have that drive anymore. It's not as strong as it was, and it starts to become a hassle. And then one missed day is nothing, but then one becomes two, then becomes three, and then I just give up. And I really, really don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to give up on this, because it has been very nice. I still feel like I'm, at times not forcing myself to have a persona or be a different person, but within it's performance. This is all performance. And while yes, I'm still being very candid with you guys, and I still try to be true to myself, it's still a relatively exaggerated version. If we were to hang out in person, things may be a little different, but not by a lot. It's just certain things, certain mannerisms, or the way I speak and things like that wouldn't be the same, because this is a one-way conversation. Yes, there's chat, but I'm still, at the end of the day, sitting in my room staring at a light and a camera with a microphone, and that's it. But I don't try to like change myself completely. Um, and some days that's just harder. But I don't want to stop doing this because, again, like my thought for a lot of it is like the stuff I do on stream is stuff that I would be doing with my day anyways. So I might as well, go live with it. I might as well share it with a potential audience. Again, I've been very open about my wants, and I guess you could call them expectations with this stream, with being on Twitch and doing what I'm doing. Like, why am I doing this? What is the point? And again, part of it is just, I am not going to lie and say that the potential monetary reward is no part of it. I'm not going to say I don't want money from this or anything like that. That would be amazing if I could make this even a part-time job. That would be incredible. But I'm not focusing on it. What I'm focused on is you guys. To grow a community. The last year or so has been rough in terms of my circle of friends, and having things to do in where I live. Obviously, the pandemic affected a lot of that as well, but there were other factors that led to me not necessarily having anybody close physically, like in proximity, to hang out with or anything. And I am in no way upset with the friends I have or anything either about that. It's just a situation, you know, life. But that doesn't make it any less tough. Um, so maybe that was part of it too. Of, I want you guys. I want to sit here and I want to play games and I want to talk with friends, with people. I want to interact with people. I want to get to know them. I want to hang out. I want to have a laugh while having fun. I want to share in the fun that I'm having uh, with other people. Um, Still one of my favorite streams that I did was actually a pretty early one. It was the Dead Space stream, and I don't think it had anything to do with that game. It wasn't because I played Dead Space. Yeah, it's an old game at this point. It's not exactly attracting the viewers, but maybe just the stars aligned that day and everyone happened to be free. But I had a good amount of people in here. We were all talking and laughing and having fun, mostly at my own failures and stupidity when it came to playing that game. But it was fun. That's, I guess, another uh, reason for the title of today's stream and video is, I feel like ever since then I've been chasing that white rabbit of having a fun day, a good evening of just hanging out with some friends, having a laugh, playing a game, doing whatever. Um, and I know I'll have that again. I know it's just perseverance and just keeping at it, improving, getting better. And I am of the opinion that if you are true to yourself and and are passionate, that is what will attract people, and hopefully, eventually, those things will come. Um, Sorry, I haven't looked at chat in a minute. Queen of Goblins, uh, thank you. Thank you for your message. It means a lot. I'm sorry I didn't see it when it first came up. I don't know how long that's been sitting there. I'm sorry if it's been a while. Um, Kind of been just rambling, I guess. Um, I don't. I apologize as well if anyone feels like I don't want to guilt people into being here either. That is not the intent of this stream, or when I mention, the things I am wanting. I am not trying to guilt anybody to being here. Um, I never want anyone to think that I am forcing you to be here, or again, like guilting you to be here or anything like that just to make me happy. That has nothing to do with it. Of course, yes, having people here would make me happy. Um, but I'm not going to spiral out of control or anything like that just because like people don't show up or whatever. I get that it just takes time. And, the small community of friends that I have actually gained since starting this, the people I've met um, because of doing these things on Twitch, has actually reassured me that I'm not alone in this. And there are people I have met that are way more successful than me on Twitch, um, purely in terms of numbers, as in followers. The people that I've met that are affiliates and partners, who have subscribers, who have that option. Um, I see them, and I see people with tens and hundreds and thousands of followers, same amount of subscribers, and I will still go to their streams when they're live, even in the middle of them, and see that I'm the only person watching. Or they have, sub 10 amount of people watching them. And that was while I, of course, wish more for them, and I'm not saying that inherently is a good or happy thing, it was reassuring to know that even people with that big of a following can still, on a good day, rope in what some would consider a small amount of people. Apologies if this is mispronounced. Kiviyuko, thank you for the follow. It means a lot. How are you doing? I'm doing a little better now, thank you. You being here really helps. I honestly completely expected this stream to just be half an hour of me talking to myself and not too much happening. But yeah, I mean, already half an hour in, and I've got I had 2 people come in, so it's actually a lot for me. Thank you. I love ancient warfare. Do you? How ancient are we talking? Like the spear. Yeah. I think it was a lot more personal back then. Not in terms of like individual, but if you were committed to the cause and so much that you were willing to take lives for it, I think back then it was, everything was right here. You had to literally look them in the eye as you did it. And I think that maybe that was a little harder. Clearly not, because nothing has changed in at the base level. Nothing's changed in humanity and warfare since then. But take a gander at that. That was ancient Roman. Look, that's what the Romans also had a spasha. Yeah, that is true. Those are facts. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should just go back to swords and shit. Okay, I guess we're just getting a history lesson today. Let's take a read at this. The spatha was a type of straight and long sword measuring between 0.5 and 1 meters, 19.7 and 39.4 inches, with a handle length between 18 and 20 centimeters, 7.1 and 7.9 inches. In use in the territory of the Roman Empire during the 1st to 6th century AD. Later swords from the 7th to 10th centuries, like the Viking swords, are recognizable derivatives and sometimes subsumed under the term spatha. That's really interesting, actually. We in Finland have sayings for Saxon things. Are you in Finland? It's like 1 a.m. in Finland right now, isn't it? That's a saying for scissors. Interesting. 2 a.m. Um, are you working a third shift at a job that has a lot of downtime where you're allowed to, where it gives you the opportunity to watch Twitch? Do you also have insomnia? Or is it just a choice of, nah, I'm just up at 2 a.m. Time to get on Twitch? Uh, or guard. No, I'm just drunk. Oh my god, thank you. That's really fucking funny. I'm not. I am. Please understand, I'm not laughing at you. Um, do you have insomnia? On and off. I'm not gonna say I deal with it every single night or anything like that, but since uh around high school, which for us is like, I would say like ninth or 10th grade. I don't know the equivalency. Um, Basically, since all my other mental disorders started to manifest themselves, I've had bouts of insomnia, some worse, some better. And yeah, like 2 or so weeks ago, over the course of like from Thursday to Sunday, I got like a total like 7 hours of sleep. Um, uh, I know. Would you like to do Battle Against the Heathens? What am I talking? I think it's the Crusades. Bro, are you okay? Like, okay, let's on a scale of hold on. Let me I need to get something. I need to give me a moment. Your finish was that was correct, right? Come on. You can do it. There you go. Sorry, I'm pulling something up right now. I'm going to attempt something that isn't going to go well. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Okay. On a on a scale of Uxie to Cumanin, if I'm pronouncing either of those things correctly, how drunk would you say you are? I did. I tried. uh, I was trying to say on a scale of 1 to 10. I have no idea how my pronunciation of one came off, but pretty drunk. I forgot my own name. Fuck. Wow. That's incredible. Uh, it has been a minute for me since I've been that drunk. Um, I'm not super into alcohol, which I guess ended up being great because I also have type 2 diabetes, so I kind of have to avoid alcohol as much as I can. Um, uh, Alcohol is best haul, I suppose. I don't really know any others, so for the moment, yeah, we'll give it the trophy. Uh, I what's your guys's what's your marijuana legalization like? Because that's all over the place. You got one question. I'm pretty sure you're. I'm pretty sure it sounds like you got more illegal. Really, like like 100%. Finland. Medical. You guys got medical for over a decade. Jeez. It's just not recreational. I used to grow it. Super cool. Yeah, I'm much more into THC than I am alcohol. Uh, Once this stream is over, I plan. We do. That's what Google says. Let me look at the Wikipedia. But there was something below that was just like a link to an article. Cannabis in Finland is illegal. The 50th chapter of the Criminal Code criminalizes all dealings with illegal narcotics, including blah blah blah. Personal use was voted to be illegal in 1971. Vote of 92 for, 80 against. That's a pretty close vote, though. Personal use of cannabis was made illegal in 1972. In late 2019, blah, 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 the collection of signatures ended. The total. Medical cannabis. An extremely limited group of medicinal users, only 223 in 2014, are permitted to purchase Sativex mouth spray and or bedrock. It lists a bunch of things that are basically an herbal cannabis from one of 27 apothecaries that have a permit to sell medical cannabis. Okay, so it's not even like American medical, where like if a state says medical legal, you basically just go to your doctor, complain of like something, they'll be like, all right, here. And obviously that differs, vastly, but gives a shit. Laws are made to be broken. When you murder somebody here, it's only 15 years. Jesus Christ. Okay, that one probably needs to be looked over a little bit, but yeah, I mean, criminalization of drugs is fucking stupid. I don't know if it's still up. It should be. On 420, I did a stream about the history of cannabis. Oh, it may be going away. Today was 2 weeks. Yeah, one of the states here in the U.S. Either relatively recently decriminalized all drugs. So I'm real interested to see the data that comes out of that. Because yeah, I have always been of the opinion that like if you are an adult, I don't give a shit, and nobody should give it. Nothing should be illegal what you do in your own house behind closed doors, as long as you are hurting nobody but yourself and anybody involved has consent. As long as those two things, I don't give a shit. I don't agree with I don't think anybody should be doing things like meth or crack or anything like that. But if you want to sit in your own home and ruin your own life, fucking fine. The second you step out of your home or, behind the wheel of a vehicle or anything under the influence, then yes, like you are endangering your other people, and that is not okay. But if you want to sit at home and smoke meth till you die, whatever. Alcohol can do the same thing. Bad point right now, but again, like there are alcoholics, and like it is not illegal for them to sit at home all day and drink until they kill themselves. Why should it be any fucking different for anything else? Yeah, so that's always been my thing. So we'll see how it goes. Like out of the 50 states that we have right now, I think we're at like 38 that at least have some form of legalization. Unfortunately, I live in a state that is literally always the last to make any sort of changes like that. Um, and then, so I don't know how far reaching like issues that only affect the U.S. get spread like across the world, but so I don't know if this bit of information has reached Finland or has reached you, but it came out like last night that our Supreme Court is looking to overrule a case that essentially established the legalization of abortion in our country, um, which also led to other things. So if that's basically it's a bench of old white dudes deciding what women can do with their bodies, which is fucking fantastic. I God, I hate this place, and I like every fucking time an American complains about America, I feel like we always get the same shit from some other people, which is, hey, like you're still considered like you're still a first world, you still have it so much better than a lot of other places in the world, and it's like that's the same stupid counter argument that people have when it's like when someone is complaining of a bad day and then someone's like, yeah, well, it could be worse, or like they're stop complaining, there are people that have it worse than you. I fucking know that. That doesn't mean that I'm still allowed to complain about my bad day just because someone else is having it worse. Like, it's the same thing. It's like I'm allowed to complain about the shitty decisions our fucking country makes while also understanding that there are people in worse countries who are starving and have like far less than I do. I can still complain about the freedoms and liberties that are being taken away from me in a country that is supposedly established on freedom and liberty. I apologize. You are you probably didn't come to this probably didn't fucking come to this stream drunk off your ass at 2 a.m. to hear an American complain about America, and for that I apologize. Um, what were we talking about before? Swords or some shit? Are you even still here? It's been a minute since you responded. Are you gone? Kiviyuko. Is that Finnish? I don't really know. Is that like is your name the same thing as like an English speaker making a username of like Ted? Like I don't know. Dude, if you're still here, I have to, and I know this would be the same thing as like a like a German person coming up to me and like, "Oh, you're American. Thank you so much for ZZ Top." And it's like, okay. I have nothing to do with that. We're just from the same place. Finland has made one of my favorite bands. Um, you're just not responding. I'm guessing you're gone. Um, one of my favorite bands is a Finnish band, and they sing in English. Um, but one of my favorite bands is a Finnish band called Nightwish. Um, and again, I'm sure I would imagine for many Finns that again is like the same thing. Like I'm sure they're a very popular band there, so it's very like maybe stereotypical to say that you love them. And again, it would be like me being in like a foreign country and someone coming up and being like, "Oh, you're American." Like, what am I? I don't know. Like Whitney Houston is one of my favorite fucking things. Like, cool. Like, yeah, like a lot of people like her, but I thank you, I guess. Um, I have no idea if it's the same. But while I had a Finn in here, I just wanted to give my thanks to Finland as a whole for giving me Nightwish. Um, uh, oh, just learned I could do that. There's on Streamlabs. There's a little edit icon right above where the stream chat is. and I didn't know what that was because I didn't know what about chat I could edit, but it's to update the streaming info. So that's something to keep in mind. Huh. Boy, you really went in on the whole swords thing. Uh Man, you are gone. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that you're asleep is probably a rough term. But oh, and there's settings here too. That's how you turn on emote only mode, or follower mode, or slow mode. Okay, well, hey, we're learning today. We're learning. Um, Man, okay, so it doesn't seem like you're here anymore, but thanks a lot for coming in, man. I don't know if you'll remember me in the morning. I don't know if you'll ever watch my stream again. I don't know if you have notifications turned on and you'll see me go live. Um, but hey, man, if you see this in the future, thank you. Clearly, I was in a much more negative headspace when I started this stream. Uh, but yeah, you randomly coming in and starting that conversation really helped. That was a drunken Finnish individual popping in on my stream at what was 2 a.m. their time was really the pick me up I needed today. um, I had nothing else. I'm in a better mood now. So, you know what? I'm going to end this weird stream here. Uh, and you know what? We'll be back here on Saturday. Um, as I said earlier in the week, and I'll update anybody who may be watching again. I'm unsure of the schedule on Saturday. There's a family obligation I have that is semi around the usual time that I'll be streaming. There's a potential that I will be done with that obligation before my normal time for stream anyway, so we may be streaming on time. There's also a possibility that I'll be streaming earlier in the day and getting stream done before I have my family obligation. There's also a possibility I'm going to do both. I may stream before the family event, and then I may come home and pop back on again. I have no fucking clue. I will be streaming on Saturday. I don't know what. It's going to be likely between Elden Ring and Final Fantasy 14 because I really want to do both of those things. I just have to figure out which one. Um, or again, if I do two streams, maybe it'll be both. Maybe I'll play 14 in the morning and I'll play Elden Ring in the evening. Maybe I'll play one both times. I have no fucking clue what Saturday's going to look like, but I know I'll be streaming. So, until then, thank you guys for joining in. I'm sorry for being late and for the relatively down and dour um, feel of the beginning of this stream. But I appreciate you all. I love you all. I will see you guys on Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. Bye!